Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the
Latin
Latin Voices.
voices.
Happy and blessed Thursday for those who are on Thursday, and happy and blessed Friday for those who are already on Friday. So today we are bringing you the following topic.
So, our topic for today on Latin Voices is about real people, real results, real reason to start.
Yes. So that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello, hi everyone. My name is Yesenia, but everyone knows me as Jessie. I'm a nurse by professional. I live here in Ontario, Canada, but I'm original from Cuba. I have my business online. I'm a mentor.
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. My name is Isabel. I'm originally from Mexico, now living in North Carolina with my family. I am a digital business owner and a mentor too.
So we also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinars. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. So that one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday and one for Thursday, since those are the 2 days, and we happen to have one tonight. So if you want to learn how to start your online business, you can register into our websites that appear on the screen. So it happens those 2 days at the same time, which is 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So you can register for either day or for both. The second link that you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the replay, to the live webinar, you can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. So now you're probably wondering, so what is it that we're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works, and also you get opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their life. So if you want to catch tonight's live webinar, here are the hosts and panelists for tonight's live webinar.
Okay, so join our online business webinar and learn how to turn your time and skills into income from anywhere. Our live webinar tonight will be hosted by Lydia. She is a job quitter. We're also going to have Lori, who is a digital business owner. We are going to have Lennon, who is a teacher. And we're going to have Ikra, who is a former teacher and hotel admin, now a stay-at-home mom.
Also, it's going to have Marilyn. She works in corporate. Maria, she's a retired nurse educator. Catherine, liturgy director, and Banji, a registered nurse. So all these people are going to be today, November 13th, in a live webinar. Remember, we have live webinar every Tuesdays and Thursday, always at the same time, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And the only thing you have to do on your site is register with your name and email to the website of your choice on the screen, and we will contact you, send you the link, your personal link, to access this amazing webinar.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Jessie. So if you're catching tonight's live webinar, our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. And if you're catching the replay of tonight's live webinar, our replays has subtitles in several languages. So there you go. Okay, so let's dive into our topic for today.
Okay, our topic, real people, real results, real reasons to start.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So Welcome back to another episode of the Latin Voices. So, today we want to speak to the heart of what moves people into action. Not hype, not pressure, but real stories. Because sometimes all we need to take is a step forward, is to see that someone just like us who did it first. And we see a lot of that, from like if we're talking about the Latino community, we've seen it in movies, the first Latinos who opened the door for all the rest after them. The same thing, breaking into the English market for music, same thing. They open the door to the next ones. So some people sometimes they have to see it first and they say, okay, I'm doing it next. So this business is filled with real people who had real fears but found real freedom. So today we are going to be talking about that. So what are today's point?
So their points are: point number one, you are not too late or too far behind. Point number two, the results speak louder than excuses. And point number three, why they start and why you should too. So if this resonates with you, stay with us. We're going to dig in.
Yes. Okay, so let's dive in with point number one.
Okay, so point number one, you're not too late or too far behind. And, have you ever felt like you missed your chance? Like the digital world moved too fast and somehow you were left behind? For years, I believed that success online was for the younger ones, the tech savvy, the ones with fancy degrees or big networks. So I told myself, maybe this is not for you. But deep down, I knew that I lacked in tech skills, but I knew that I had other things, in my advantage. Um, I had perseverance. I had gone through so many things. I had experiences from my previous jobs, from my experience from my life, my journey that I could use to make up for the lack that I had in tech skills. So I wanted to build something that mattered, something that allowed me to be present for my family, travel, and create impact beyond my 9 to 5. Freedom wasn't just about income, it was about time, purpose, and legacy. You know, then I realized you're never behind when you're aligned. And according to this study from 2024, LinkedIn study revealed that 67% of career changers were over 35, many with zero tech sales background. So, 67% of career changers were over 35. Just look at that number. And, they didn't have any tech background. That's when it clicked. Success doesn't belong to the ones who started early, it belongs to those who start anyway. So I stopped comparing my day one, to someone else's year 5, because that's what we do a lot of times. We're comparing ourselves with other people, but they have been doing this for so long. So yes, they're going to have better results than you have. So stop comparing yourself to other people. Instead, I let my why be the reason to keep working on my dream every day. So today, I don't just see myself as an immigrant or a former corporate professional. I see myself as a woman who turned courage into opportunity. And that's what this digital business is really about. It's not about being perfect, it's about being ready for more, because you're not too late. You're right on time for your next chapter. So don't forget that. And I want to leave you with this. Um, if this hits home for you, because maybe, just maybe, this is your sign that it's time for you. So listen to this message. If this resonates with you, and if you've been thinking that you're either too late for this, that you're too old, or that you don't have the skills, let me remind you that you are right where you're supposed to be, and you can start where you are with what you have.
Thank you, Isabel. Okay, so we have a comment here from Grow with Marlies. She say hello from the Philippines. Hello, Marlies. Thank you for watching, and thank you for let us know where you're watching from. She also say like number one. So thank you for sharing that. Okay. So yeah, so Isabel just talk about you're not too late or too far behind. So you don't have to become an expert. You just have to start with your why and take action. Okay, so let's move on to point number two. Okay, so the point number two, the results speak louder than excuses. And I think I relate to this point. So when I started my digital business, I didn't have all the answers. Okay, I didn't have experience in marketing. I didn't know anything about automation. I didn't know anything about the systems. But I had something even more powerful, and that was a reason to change. And after 25 years in the film industry, I knew that, and I knew what I felt like to give everything to a career that left little time for myself or for my loved ones. And I was tired of feeling life like was passing, happening around me instead of through me. So when I discovered this system, a community that combined mentorship, training, and automation, I made a decision: no more excuses, just take action. And that's when everything started to shift. Because when you act with a purpose, guess what? Results will follow. So I've seen people earning consistent 4 and 5 figures per month, doing what they once thought that it was impossible. And we all start doing this and finding out along our journey that many things that we thought we couldn't do, like for example, doing lives here in front of the camera, we are doing it. So just a matter of taking action and just do it. So others are learning digital skills they never imagined and mastering. So people who once they say, "Oh, I'm not tech savvy," well, guess what? Now they're tech savvy. They learn the skills. And the most beautiful part is many are gaining back their time to rest, time to travel, time to be present with their families, and that's the real win. So, according to Gallup, 70% of people who start an online business for time freedom say they will never return to their old jobs. And I think we all relate to that once we are on this side and we get to feel that time freedom, yeah, you don't want to go back, trust me. And I can understand why, because once you experience freedom, there's no going back to the cycle of exhaustion and limitations. This isn't just about income, it's about impact. It's about showing what's possible when you trade excuses for execution and fear for faith. So I watch people transform not only their finances, but their confidence, their mindset, and their purpose. So they realize that success isn't for others, it's for anyone willing to learn, to apply, and to stay consistent. So the truth is, excuses don't build dreams. Okay. What is it that build dreams? Is discipline and the belief that you say, I do. Okay. And when you surround yourself with mentorship, a community, and a system that works, well, guess what? Your results begin to speak for you. So it is possible. And I often remind my mentees, you don't need to be perfect to get results. You just need to be committed, consistent. And that's what this journey has been for me. Proof that ordinary people can create extraordinary outcomes when they decide to act, to take action. So here's a reminder for you. Instead of asking, what if it doesn't work? Ask yourself, what if it does? Because the moment you stop making excuses, well, guess what? The results start showing up. So it's all about believing in yourself and taking action and just do it. Okay, so that's my message for this point. And let's move on to point number three.
So point number three, why they start and why you should too. Okay? So everyone has a reason to retire early, to help their parents, to travel, to be free from burnout, to pay the house, to buy the car, but and the biggest shift, they stop waiting for that perfect timing, for that perfect moment, and they choose alignment over fear. That was the change. That's how they achieve the reasons. That's how they go closer to the reasons. Okay, here I start. A Harvard Business Review article showed that those who take action when the desire is high, but conditions aren't the best or the perfect, grow 3 times faster than those that wait. 3 times faster. So what do you decide? Wait for that perfect time or get there 3 times faster just to taking action? So that's a real results right there. Okay, but let's deep in a little bit, like why they start and why you should too. Like what are we saying this? Like, yes, what, like, yeah, sure, like they are better than me or they know what they're doing. They say, oh, they must have the experience, they probably have the money saved, they probably the lucky ones. But let me tell you, most of the people I meet, I had mentor, or they have mentored me on this business. I learned they start like me. They start not having the skills. They started without the experience. They just started. They just took that step that Sandy was talking about, And the most important, they have a reason, you know. For example, one of them, there was a nurse, who loved her career like me, but they were exhausted like me from the long shift. They were not present for their kids, they were not present at home, and that start like open that brief, like that absence from home. So she was not present for the best times of their kid, and then her kid graduate and she asked for time off to be present on the graduation of her kid that she barely raised because she was at work, and they denied her that. They denied her that time. She barely called in. She always was at work, and they denied that special moment with their kid. You know, so she realized it, that she need to make a change. She need to do something about it, and that's when she went into this business, because she knew that one day if she put all the work, she will achieve that. She will be present for the kids. So now she is traveling. She got to hikes with her dog, with her kid, and she's present. Because she's present for what mattered the most. Be there with her family. Another, we have, I think we interviewed her here. She was an immigrant. She wanted to support her family back home, but she didn't have the marketing background, so she was scared. But she had that determination. She wanted to be able to support more their family back home, and that pushed her to learn more about this business. That pushed her to grow. That pushed her to inspire, others. That pushed her to contact more people, and her business grow. Another example. I think I don't know if we interview her or maybe I interview her on my page. I don't remember. She just wanted peace of mind. She knew she was soon to retire, and she wasn't not ready, and she felt like she maybe wasn't prepared to retire, so she was like, oh, I need to do something else. And then she made that peace of mind. She made that she secured her retirement. She started because she wanted freedom, and that was her reason. So each history of around the world is different, depending on your reason. But at the end of the day, we are all the same. They move it, they started because they want that change, And here's the truth: you don't need to wait until life give you, the perfect moment to start. As Sandy and Isa said before, you just need to be strong enough to stop accepting where you are right now, to stop accepting that this is what you deserve, that you need more. Because if you know your why, if you have clear of your why, then the how you can start seeing it. Okay, so let's just quickly, I really want my wife, for example, pay my house or something like that. That's and when I already know that's my why, that's what I want to do. Now I know this is my goal. Now I started seeing how I going to do it. I'm going to show up, I'm going to be present on my business, I'm going to pick up chef, or I'm going to clean houses. Whatever your reason is, now you start seeing how to get there, because you have your clear why. And that's what all these people, all these testimonies, all these stories that we're always talking about, that's what they show, and that's what we want you to inspire you to keep going. And if you dare do it, why you are not doing it, you know um like make it purpose, make your time, make your peace, and don't wait for that perfect moment. They have the reasons, but the reasons were bigger than the fears, but they make it happen. If they did it, you can do it too.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you for sharing those stories. I love to hear the stories from our Global Online community, because all of them they inspire, and all of them, um, we they have different reasons, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing. We are looking for that time freedom, time to be able to do the things that we love, or time to take care of our health. And like Jesse mentioned, we d- they you don't have to wait for the perfect time. You don't have to have all the knowledge. You just have to take action. And when you take action, you start changing that paradigm and you start moving forward. So, yeah. So I love that. Thank you for sharing those stories, Jesse. Okay, so what is our key takeaway for this topic?
Our key takeaway is, so if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. Real people, real results, and real reasons. Ready to explore what's possible? Will walk with you.
Yes, so that's our key takeaway for you guys. And we have arrived to the end of our lives. So we hope so that you got inspired to hear, that so many people for different reasons, different backgrounds, different professions, you know, they had a why, they have a reason why they wanted to change their life, they didn't want to continue the one that they were doing. Um, and they took action, and through that action now they are living the life of their dreams, whatever however we want to live it, however we want to live it, like many of us, we just want to take care of our health, and being able to do that. Like for example, the nurse that Jesse was saying, that she wanted to be present for her daughter's graduation, and they didn't allow her to do that, you know. Um, so you want to have control of your time. You want to have the freedom of to decide, okay, I'm gonna go to this event. I'm gonna be present for my kid's life, so you have to take action. If you have a strong why, like Jesse was saying, you need to take action, and you're gonna see the results. You're gonna see that life changing. But we have to move out from waiting for that perfect time, or waiting until I get this knowledge, because the time passed by and you cannot recuperate that time. So the time is now to take action. So if you love this topic, let us know in the comments, what is it that you love, or what is your strong why. You can share it with us. And if you want to learn how you can start your online business, and be part of this global online community, like you hear so many stories from us and from people in our community. You can, here are 2 ways that you can do that. So you can either put in the comments more info, or you can send us a private message, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Or you can register directly into our websites, and we send you that invitation to watch the free webinar, which we happen to have one tonight at 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So it's every Tuesdays and Thursdays that we have our free webinar. So If you want to assist to one of them, you can always catch the free webinar every Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if you cannot attend at the time, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your home. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain those two links. So the first one, you can pick either day that you want to attend, or you can pick both and you can watch the free webinar. And the other one, if you cannot make it to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch that replay link and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably also wondering, so what is it that we're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get the opportunity to hear from panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So if you want to catch tonight's live webinar, here are the hosts and panelists for tonight.
Okay, so tonight we will have Lydia as our host. She is a job quitter. We're going to have Lori, who is a digital business owner. We're going to have Lennon, who is a teacher. And we're going to have Ikra, who is a former teacher and a hotel admin, now a stay-at-home mom.
We also going to have Marilyn. She works in corporate. Maria, she's a retired nurse educator. Catherine, liturgy director. And Banji, registered nurse. So all these people are going to be today, Thursday, November 13th, on our live webinar or not our seminary. So, and the only thing you have to do to get access to this amazing webinar is register with your name and email to any of our websites or they appear on the screen, and we contact you by email and we send you your personal link to us to have access to this amazing webinar.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Jessie. So if you're catching tonight's live webinar, our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. And if you're catching tonight's replay of the live webinar, that's not a problem. Our replays have subtitles in several languages. Okay, so we want to say thank you to everyone for being here with us today in our live, and also for those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. Okay, so let's find out what is our topic for next Thursday.
So next Thursday, join us again on Latin Voices. We're going to be talking about why wait for January when your new chapter can start now.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking next Thursday. So in the meantime, let's keep building lives that matter, not just resumes. So that's our message for today. And we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Thursday for those who are on Thursday, and a happy and blessed Friday for those who are on Friday, and a happy and blessed weekend ahead for everyone. So thank you again for being here with us today. And until the next episode of the
Latin
Voices.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for watching us.